Now that we have heard a lot of details about ethics and what our duties are, back in February, uh, the board voted to have all board members declare conflicts of interest at this meeting. So we will go through the roll alphabetically and allow every member to declare their actual and potential conflicts of interest. We don't really have time for discussion at this point, so I think we'll just go person by person, have the declarations, and move on. And at this point, there is a code of conduct form that Angie mentioned earlier that we each need to have signed or to sign very soon. So I'll just put a reminder there for you all to make sure that that gets done and back to OHA staff as soon as possible. I will pull up the roll, and here we go. We can go through from the beginning. Before we start, are there any questions about ethics that need to be asked before we begin this process? Any last minute questions, thoughts? Okay, great. Well, then we will start. We will begin at the beginning with Ali Hamade. Would you please state your conflicts of interest?
Hey there, I have no conflicts of interest.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Andre Orso.
Hello, Andre Uso with OHA. No potential or actual conflicts to declare.
All right, thank you. Next, we have me. I have no actual conflicts of interest. I have a future pending potential conflict of interest as a curriculum developer for the Alma Training Institute, which is an organization that is a nonprofit run by Rebecca Martinez on the equity subcommittee. And for the purposes of clarity, I'll just say that I am a volunteer with Fireside Project, and I also volunteer with Queer Dome, which is a psychedelic support group that functions primarily at Burning Man. That's all I've got to say at this point. All right. Athir Abbas.
I have no potential or actual conflicts of interest.
Okay, thank you. And Barb Hansen.
I have no potential or actual conflicts of interest.
All right, great. And David Hart.
I have no potential or actual conflicts of interest and can't foresee ever having any.
Thank you, David. And I know that Jesse is not able to join us today. Was Jesse able to provide a written conflict? Thank you, Angie.
Thank you. So I agreed to read Dr. Jesse Euling's declaration. So I will be reading this, representing her right now. Jesse says, I am unable to attend today's meeting, and as such, I am designating Angela Albee to represent me. As faculty at Oregon State University and as an Oregon Psilocybin Advisory Board member, I am a public official at 2 Oregon institutions. I recognize the importance of all public officials taking personal responsibility for compliance with Oregon's government ethics laws and reporting requirements. I take the Oregon government ethics law very seriously, and through the trainings and verification processes in both my roles, I am familiar with the guidelines for what constitutes potential and actual conflicts of interest and have neither to report. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next, we have Kevin Fitz. Kevin? Thank you, Kevin. All right, Kim Gollitz.
Have no actual or potential conflicts of interest.
Thank you, Kim. And Margaret Philhauer.
I have no actual or potential conflicts of interest to disclose.
Thank you. Mason Marks.
Hi, so I hold the title of Attorney of Counsel with the Portland office of a law firm called Harris Bricken. I'm a full-time assistant professor at the University of New Hampshire Franklin Pierce School of Law. I am a senior fellow and project lead of the Project on Psychedelics Law and Regulation, or POPLAR, at the Petrie Flom Center at Harvard Law School, which is funded entirely by a nonprofit organization. I've been a volunteer advisor to Decriminalize Nature Seattle and the Psychedelic Medicine Alliance of Washington. I'm also a member of several nonprofit advisory boards, including the boards of the Psychedelic Medicine Coalition and the Plant Medicine Healing Alliance. I'm also a member of the Psychedelic Bar Association, a professional organization for attorneys. I serve on no for-profit advisory boards. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Nathan Ricks.
Good afternoon. I have no conflict of interest, potential or actual.
Thank you. And Rachel Knox.
This is Rachel Knox, and I have a potential future conflict of interest, and that's that my family's office is interested in pursuing service center licensing. We offer functional care and would love to have this as an option to serve underserved and stigmatized communities, as we currently do. I'm a member of the advisory board of the Plant Medicine Healing Alliance, like Mason. And I have also been asked to serve on the board of a manufacturing startup, but have not yet made a determination about that at this time.
Thank you. All right, and then we have Sarah Present.
Hi, Angie. This is Angie Elby with OHA. Sarah Present, I believe, is unable to attend and has no conflicts to declare.
Okay, thank you. Stephanie Bars.
Great. I am a student in a psychedelic integration program, and I am a potential conflict is as advisor for Fluence, as they may have a training program for facilitators. And then I would potentially like to be in this space somehow, but I'm not sure what that will look like yet.
Thank you. Todd Corthus.
I have no potential or actual conflicts of interest.
Thank you. And Tom Jean.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Tom Jean. I have no potential or actual conflicts of interest to disclose. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all. I believe that is the conclusion of our conflicts declaration. So at this point, I will turn it back over. I believe at this point, we are going to have a discussion of bylaws and some updates to the language for the next half an hour or so. And I believe that is going to be led by Andre Orso.
Yeah, and let me just jump in real quick. I mean, I just want to, one of the things that we talked about was I think this same process should also happen in the subcommittees for folks to, part of the agreement was for folks at subcommittees to disclose these issues. So hopefully chairs of the different subcommittees can try to make sure this happens. And then I don't know, Andre, we're sort of just a couple minutes ahead of schedule. It might be nice to have a 5-minute break. And so I sort of favor just taking 5 minutes. We'll start at 3 sharp, which is when we were scheduled to start, unless there are strenuous objections.
Sure, I'm good with the bio break.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so back at 3 sharp.